Hey everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. I know if you're on my Facebook page, you said I wasn't going to put a video up this week. Well, I lied. So here is my stir plate.
Yes.
Hey everybody, it's Brad here at Wild Boys Brewery, Pook NC, and my stir plate is alive and kicking. I'm sure you can hear it over here in the background rattling around a little bit. Had to order some different size stir bars. The 2-inch was too big to balance. So I'm going to recommend that if you build one of these from scratch, stay away from the 2-inch. The 1-inch half works great on the 500 milliliter or 5-liter flask. Spin this right here and let you check it out. You can see that's with 2 liters, or actually a little over 2 liters. We got a nice happy vortex going all the way to the bottom. And this is turned down on its lowest setting. I wound up buying a selectable voltage DC pack, AC/DC converter from Radio Shack. It did add a little bit of cost to the build, but I was using a 7 or 7.2 volt DC pack, and I don't know if it was because the pack was old or if it was just rated too low for the fan, but that wall pack got so hot that you couldn't even touch it. And I'm feeling with this one, and it's still nice and cool, and it's already been running longer than the other one did. I've got this one set on 9. It'll go up to 12, but 12 is just a little bit much. This fan puts out 11 point something to like 13 amps. With the reset stat set down on its lowest setting, that's what it looks like. This is on 9 volts on its lowest setting, and you can see you can crank this baby up. Now this cigar box has a panel that removes from the front of it, so you can kind of see in there. There's really not anything to see if you're looking at it from the side, but this panel comes out, so that's pretty nice. So you can see the distance from the magnets to the lid, and I had to adjust it down a little bit. What I actually wound up doing was breaking the hard drive magnet in half. So I'm going to crank this up just to show you what it looks like, just for shits and giggles. That's probably that's wide open on 9 volts, which is kind of overkill. It doesn't seem like it's going to throw it off. It's holding it on real nice, but there's no need to have it turned up that high, so we'll turn it back down. Just go ahead and turn it off. See it stand nice and stationary. We'll give you a top view. Cut on. It's a little noisy, but it's not going to be anywhere near where we're going to hear it at night. And it's only going to run for about 1 day. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off and show you the fan, show you the magnets, show you the inside of the box real nice. And I'll be right back. Since this is a magnetic stir plate and it is all about balance, what I wound up doing was I tried just putting the magnets on the washer, and it actually threw them off when I turned it up. It probably would be okay turned down where I'm going to leave it, but why take the chance? So I just took a couple adjustable wrenches, set them down to where this thing was biting, and I took a hard drive magnet, which was exactly the same as this, and just broke it completely in half. And then I did like Jeff Leftwich did, Jake's CPU nut, and I used some industrial strength Velcro, and I Velcroed my magnet down, or I Velcroed my washer down. Got that nice and centered, so you can see that centered. And then I just put a couple pieces of Velcro on the back of the magnets, and then 2 little pieces on the washers. So we got those 2 pieces on there. We got the switch working good. Got the power supply coming in here from the back. And then we got the rheostat over here using the middle post. And depending on if you're looking at it from the front or the back, looking at it from the front, it'll be your left. Because I wanted it to be on its lowest setting over to the left, and you can crank it up to the right. And that will, it's like volume on a radio basically. And that's the fan. It's a 4-inch fan. And what I wound up doing was I couldn't find any bolts long enough to mount it, so I bought some 6-inch I think 8/32 thread rods, and just drilled a couple holes in the bottom of the box, and then bought enough nuts to basically make my own. I double nutted it on the bottom to make those rods into bolts basically. And then I put I don't think you can see it because it's down a little lower, but there's like rubber bushings on the bottom part, so it will kind of cushion the vibration from the fan. But it's nice and sturdy, it won't move. It's double nutted on the top so it can't move. And then it's one hard drive magnet basically broken in half with a couple crescent wrenches. And that's pretty much it. If you want more details, go to Jake CPU Nuts build. I'm going to slide that back in there, close this up, and then basically you can just set this on the top, and then you can look down through the middle and then kind of center it, kick it on, and that's it. Pretty much got a nice little vortex right off the bat. You can move it around a little bit if it's not quite happy where it's at. And that's pretty much it. Got a vortex going all the way to the bottom. And this is my homemade stir plate made out of a Cigar box. It wound up costing a little bit more than what I thought it was. It was basically about the same price as what you could buy one from. It was about, the beaker was about 50 bucks. Let's center this baby up. There we go. Quieten you down just a little touch. There we go. Quieten it down a little bit. It's a 500 milliliter or 5-liter beaker. The Cigar box I got off eBay for about 13 bucks counting shipping. I think this switch was about 4 or 5 bucks. This switch was about 4 or 5 bucks. The wall pack was 20, and that's the wall pack. And it's selectable voltage. I will show you guys what this looks like with some West Coast Ale 1217 yeast in it here in a couple of days. And because that's what I'm going to use to make my next New Zealand hopped IPA. That is my homemade stir plate made out of a Cigar box. Basically, I think it looks like an old radio. Got the nice little on-off switch there, and the rheostat, and then basically it's got the hole drilled in the back with a knot tied on. Hope you enjoyed that beautiful Cigar box stir plate. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.